because when you were born, you had genius potential. You had genius, not just potential, you had genius capabilities. When you think about it, as a baby, you learned how to recognize your parents and people that you knew. You learned language. You learned to talk and walk. You learned maybe even to ride a bike. And then you went through school and you learned through the different cultural influences, family influences, perhaps even religious influences, and just society in general. We kind of shifted what we think and how we feel. And we're to be all the same. And you're not to, think outside the box. You're not to really live outside the box. And, you put your lunch in a box and you go to school or go to work in a box on wheels. And then you come home and you live in your box and you watch, a box in the evening. And at the end of the day, at the end of all of your days, you're buried in a box. So that there are the life of the box. Well, it's time to get out of the box and truly live your life and be what it is and have what you would love to have and create what you love to create. And as I said, it all stems from that mind-body concept, looking at your thoughts. The thoughts are really important. So what are you thinking? And learning something new. And another piece that's really important of this puzzle is the thinking piece, willing to learn something new. But another really important piece is that willingness to change. Where are you on your willingness to change? Where are you on your willingness to try something new? You're doing a 12-week program. Look at it as a 12-week experiment. 12 weeks isn't long. You can do anything for 12 weeks. Absolutely. When you think about it, you could live 12 weeks without food. Now, you couldn't live 12 weeks without water and 12 minutes without air, breathing. Yes, there would be hardships there. But 12 weeks, when you have all these other resources available to you and all the support that I can give you, you can make magnificent quantum leap shifts in your results to having what you would love or making a very, very big dent into achieving that. Oh, yes. So a little bit more of that science piece before we get into the lifestyle piece. So you have this power, that infinite power breathing you, and you are 37 trillion cells. So each one of your cells breathes. So I'm a body, I'm an organism, and my medical community that I have left and moved into a more holistic approach would look at my brain as a function in a box, compartmentalize it, my heart in another one. Heart and lungs can work closer together. My reproductive system, my kidneys, my muscles, my bones, they see them all different. So you have all the different specialists, but they're all interrelated because every one of my 37 trillion cells individually move. They individually take in nourishment as fuel. They excrete waste. They have a system to circulate, and every one of my cells reproduces, whether they divide from one and create two. In your ovaries and in the testicles, your cells divide from one and to create four. So it's really important to know that 37 trillion cells, I am a community, and my community is necessary for me to actually create a baby.